Well, President Trump on the ground in Central Texas this afternoon, getting a firsthand look at the devastation from catastrophic flooding. You've been watching it. We've been watching it as first responders are still working through all of that debris to search for an eighth day now for more than 150 people who are still missing along the Guadalupe River. Jay Gray has been covering their tragedy all week long. He's with us now from the hardest hit, Kerr County. Is the expectation now, Jay, that they most likely would not find anybody alive?
Yeah, I think when you talk to first responders as they continue their work here, it's that window is for all intents and purposes closed. This is shifting to a recovery mission here, and very difficult for this community, obviously. Look, the president getting an update from those first responders, he and the First Lady meeting with the families of those who've been lost, as well as families of those still missing, as this community really starts to try and honor some of the victims. You see one of the memorials here, the crosses for those victims, as they continue to struggle with exactly what comes next here.
President Trump on the ground in Central Texas. The loss here overwhelming. More than 120 dead, at least 160 still missing. Search teams working through the devastation around the clock. More than 2,000 first responders across 6 counties.
We are encountering tremendous debris problems in the river. We have a lot of heavy equipment. We have ground crews that are going in by hand and searching.
There continue to be growing questions and frustration over whether there were adequate and timely warnings before the storm and as the water started to rise.
Oh, there was no warning. No warning.
In new dispatch audio obtained by NBC Austin affiliate KXAN, a volunteer firefighter calls for a code red alert at 4:22 the morning of July 4th.
Is there any way we can send a code red out to our Hunt residents asking them to find higher ground or stay home?
10-4 standby. We have to get that approved with our supervisor.
It now appears at least 90 minutes went by before the alert was issued. Now, as the cleanup and recovery begins, survivors are joined by volunteers combing through the rubble the floodwaters left behind.
And that's hard when you run across some pictures, you know, of dad, mama, and kids, you know, together, Christmas pictures, birthday pictures. It really hurts.
A pain that lingers as the search for so many missing continues here.
Yeah, you know, there is another gut-wrenching stage in this tragedy this week, and the memorials, the funerals for the victims begin tonight with a service for a little 8-year-old girl, Christy, who was swept away in these floodwaters.
Oh, Jay, we appreciate all of your efforts there this week to bring us what's happening. It is so heartbreaking. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing, and to everybody who's donating their time there. These families are going to need it so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.